everybody, it's me Stacy here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, and it is time for our next YouTube class. I'm hoping it's YouTube 135, and if I'm wrong, you don't need to tell me. I'll figure it out soon enough. We have got so much good stuff to show you. This is an easy peasy YouTube. Oh my gosh, wait till you see how fun it is and how creative you can be and without being messy everywhere. And it's great for kids, and it's great for church, and it's great for activity at Thanksgiving. It's great if you want to sell these at a boutique. I think you're going to love it. But first, let me tell you, I just did a YouTube announcing the 100th, no, not the 100th anniversary. Boy, I would look good, wouldn't I? If it was our 100th anniversary, wow. Our 10th anniversary sale. We have 100 winners from our 10th anniversary sale, and I just announced them on the previous YouTube. And I hope that you're one of them. If you're not, don't worry, don't give up, keep trying. You just never know when it's gonna be your turn. So you wanna go back and look at the previous YouTube to see if your name is on the list of 100 winners. And I didn't post what you won. You're just gonna have to wait until your package arrives, and then it will be a surprise. And if you're not a stamper and you got stamps, well, maybe this is a great time to try because it was free. Or if you are, if you receive dies and you're not a die cutter, well, call your friends and let's see if somebody's got a die cutting machine for you to play with. There's stamps and dies and papers and inks and pens and glitters and all sorts of stuff that's shipping out. So congratulations to those of you who have won. If you want to be a winner chicken dinner, you have to watch this YouTube and then post at the end of this YouTube a comment, which can be anything from "Hey Stacy" to, you know, looking forward to the holidays, or whatever makes you happy. Just keep it really nice. I also want to tell you about the shop that didn't hop in the Sizzix warehouse sale and where we're at. We have started to ship the 17th. I thought we were about halfway through, but we're not quite halfway through the 17th. And the 17th and the 18th had the majority of the orders. So the 17th was like, woo, huge. The 18th was a little smaller, not much. But then the 19th, the 20th, the 21st, 22nd, all the way till August 1st, the days get much smaller. So those orders will go much faster once we get through the bulk of the orders. Now for August 2nd, that's when all of you said, oh, the sale's almost over and I forgot to add, or I wanted one more thing, or so the August 2nd gets big again. But they're getting out there, and I see all the posts on Facebook. I got my order, or I got my shipping confirmation. So I'm excited. So those orders are going out. Everyday orders are going out. So if you place an order from this YouTube, we will ship it to you within a 30-day time frame. You will have it. We will have a shipping tracking number to you within 30 days. So you have it in plenty of time. We are processing anniversary sale orders, and those are gonna start going out. I mean, we've beefed up staff, and by George, it's been we just keep learning. We're not there yet, but I don't know if we're ever gonna get there, because I think there's always something that you can learn. Now, I've got a great YouTube for you. I told you how to be a winner. I told you to go back and look at winners. I'm trying to make sure I didn't forget anything. I think I'm gonna tilt down and we're gonna get started for today. I do have to thank Tonic for getting me some of this product overnight. They are an amazing company who support and see my vision. Do you know when you meet somebody and they just get you? They just get you. It's like you don't have to sit there and explain yourself a million times or justify, or they just get me, and God bless them for that, truly. So I'm gonna tilt on down and we're gonna get started for today, and I hope you enjoy. All right, you guys, down we go. So let me pull this up just so you can see it. This is what we're going to be playing with today. These are ornaments. They're wood ornaments. Now we've attached this one to a card, but if you wanted to use them as an ornament, you absolutely can. They're easy to do. They're fun to make, but I want to show you how to do them with as little mess as possible and easy peasy for kids, because they do start out as a piece of wood, and then you have to paint them and then glitter them, and you're thinking to yourself, okay, already she said glitter, I'm not gonna watch. Stop. Stop right now. I promise you, it's not messy. Trust me, okay? I know my peeps out there, they hear glitter and they're like, ugh. No, you're gonna love it. And how we got the color on is so simple. And that's what I'm gonna start with. These ornaments are from DoCrafts. They're in from the UK. There's 6 different ornaments and they are value priced. You're gonna love it, but I am gonna start with the pins that we're gonna use today. These are Wink of Luna by Kuretake. They're a beautiful pin. They have this magnificent brush tip at the top. They are a pure metallic pen. That means they're opaque. If I didn't say it wrong, don't email me. I'm good. I know it's not opaque, it's opaque. So this is a beautiful metallic pen. And when you use it, no matter what you put it over, it covers it completely, so it does have that opaque finish to it, so you can't see through. Now, how to use these pins, how to get them started, is a little tricky. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I think it's really important you know how to open these. When you would think, well, opening a pin, Stacy, hello? No, trust me, you want to see how to open these. And it holds true for the Wink of Lunas too. You can tell the Wink of Stellas, I'm sorry. Wink of Stellas are a glittery finish, and Wink of Luna is the metallic finish. So I am going to open this up. First thing I want you to notice is that there's a black little piece here that isn't in the one I just showed you. Can you see? We need to get rid of that black little piece, and it just needs to be gone. So I'm going to take this off and I'm going to throw it away. Can you see that little black piece? I'm not going to put it back on. I'm not going to save it. Throw it away unless you can think of something uber creative to do with it. And if you do, call me or email me and let me know, because then we'll start saving them. So I just threw it away. What you have now is you have your metallic ink here in the body of the pen, and you have your brush tip hidden in the top of here. And this is sealed. That little black spacer was keeping it sealed, so none of your ink starts to dry out until you open it. So sitting on the shelf isn't causing it any problem. You don't have to worry about buying a pen that isn't going to work because it's been on somebody's shelf for too long. You know that your ink was sealed so that it's airtight and it stays really great until you open it. Now, there's a little white speck in there. And in the top of here is a little plunger. And I'm going to stick them together and I'm going to screw this on. And when I do that, I have now pushed the little plunger into the little opening and voila! No, I don't have green yet. But my pen is ready to use. Now, on the sides of the pen, and you can feel it because I can't see it. I'm 47 now and I still haven't got myself a pair of reading glasses, but my husband was holding the menu all the way across the table for me so I could see it. That was a clue, I think, to go get them. You can feel these little words and it says push on the side. And that's what you want to do. You want to push. So I'm gonna push 1, 2, 3, oh, and I can see some of the green starting to come out. I can see some of the green. Now, you're not going to try and fill this entire well with green. This pen is a gravity feed. So you may push it, another 1, 2 times, but then you're going to have to be patient. And since you shop with Scrapbooking Made Simple, you already know patience. This is going to feed down into the nib of the pen because the nib is completely clean. There's nothing on it yet. And again, I'm not going to try and fill all the space with green. I'm going to let it gravity feed on down. And it may take a minute or two. Oh, I can see it starting to come through. Can you see it starting to come through? Gravity feed on down. Now, if you do need to push again, that's okay. The thing you want to avoid is pushing so many times that the ink drips out, because you can never put it back into the storage. You're done. You've wasted that ink. You want to give it just time. Look at it starting to really get green. Just give it a little time to work its way down there. Now, because it's a gravity feed pen, how do you want to store it? You want to store it with the color facing up. color top facing up. That means that your nib is not down and the gravity isn't pulling that color into your nib while you're not using your pen. Let's get a piece of paper here. And maybe one more push, but it's starting to get there. And you're just gonna let it do its thing until finally it is loaded. There we go. Okay, so that is how you open the pins up, and that's how you use them. Remember, don't ever put this little black piece. You don't want to do that. Don't put this little black piece. Let me put my lid on so I don't get it all over myself. You don't want to ever put this little black piece in. Some people say, well, Stacy, should I then open this up and put that little piece in and close it again? No, because then the ink's just going to go everywhere, and that wouldn't be good either. Oh, there we go. So I've now opened this one up, but I'm going to grab the one that I know is flowing nice and freely right now because I was playing with it earlier. Oh, yeah. So a metallic pin from Kuretake called Wink of Luna. It covers everything. And when I mean it covers everything, I mean it covers everything. I'm going to take my wood ornament, my boring plain wood ornament. And most people would think you would have to paint it. But with kids, that's messy. That can get all over the place. Ha! Give them a pen. It's so much easier. All they have to do is go in and color. That's it. Put some aluminum foil under them. If you don't have a craft mat, that's okay. Put some butcher block paper under them. It doesn't make a mess, and it dries almost instantaneously. It does not take a long time to dry, and I am just coloring, and that metallic is going right over the wood and covering it all up. Ah, pretty awesome, isn't it? Amazing. And it, gosh, within, well, that's already, we're already dry there. That's how quickly it dries. So that makes it, you know, children friendly because you're not worrying about them getting it all over because they don't have to worry about putting their hands in it. It's pretty awesome. If you missed a few places, it's got that beautiful brush tip that you can just go in and color. So easy. And they have more than one color. I mean, they have 9 colors. If I wanted a green or a silver tree, I could have done silver over here. It just depends upon what it is you want to do. Now this pin's been used. I may give it just a light push just to put some more ink down to it because I had it stored this way and I just grabbed it. So it will take it a minute or two to get all that ink down there. But it's so much fun. And piece of cake to color the wood ornaments. Think of all the things you have that a metallic pen would be so useful for. And then, is it dry yet? Almost. Yeah, it's almost dry. And then you say, oh, but I don't like the silver. It's not for me. Well, that's me blowing on it. As long as it's dry, as long as the silver is dry and you don't like it, that's okay. You go back right over the top of it because it's an opaque pen. It's going to cover up that silver and you're just going to start all over again. You don't have to keep it the color if you don't like it. If you wanted to do a pink Christmas tree because you were doing one of those aluminum Christmas trees in the Charlie Brown show and you said, no, it's not for me, let the pink dry. And then you'll come back with whatever color you want on top. So we'll just finish this one up because I'm almost done. Really easy to do. So this gets our first layer to our Christmas tree down. Gets our first layer down. And then we have to decorate. I love the brush tip because then I can get in anywhere I might have missed really easy. So we've got our first layer down. Now we have to embellish it. We have to decorate it. And how are we going to do that? I'm going to give you two options. Two completely separate options on how to do this. First, you can take what I recommend, what I like is the Viva Decor glitter liners. They have a really beautiful tip to them that will give you a beautiful fine line. It is a glitter glue, so that means it will stay wet. So once the kids are decorating, you're going to have to set it aside and then use it, or then come back to it. But you absolutely can do beautiful, super fine lines around everything. It's different than a Stickles. We love our Stickles too, but this is a different product than a Stickles, being that it stays more dimensional than a Stickles. A Stickles will tend to flatten out, while the Viva Decor tends to stay raised. Now, if you don't want it to be raised, so the lines that I'm doing, the lines that I'm coloring, that I'm putting on are going to stay dimensional as opposed to flat. You absolutely can do flat with it without a problem. Then you're just gonna take your finger or a little paintbrush and do it flat. But I like the raised aspect to the Viva Decor. And Viva Decor is made in Germany, and this is what they do. They make beautiful pastes and glitters and pearl pins. That's what they're really known for, is their beautiful products like this. So you absolutely can take a Viva Decor pen and the kids can just go right in and color it. There's really no right or no wrong because the tip is so fine. They don't make such a mess, but you will have to set it aside to let it dry. And that's fine. If you're doing this around Thanksgiving time, you can do these, when everybody gets there, and then put them aside, and after dinner they're going to be dry and ready to go. Viva Decor does dry faster than a Stickles. So cute. But then there's another way to do this, and I'm going to show you that way too. And again, I think the glitter liners, I think there's 16 colors. They're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. The transparent, the holographic is magnificent. The red, the gold, all the colors are just pretty. I'm going to set this one over to the side, and then I think I'm going to grab my little stocking, and this one I am going to do in red. So I've already got my pen ready to go, and I'm just going to color it. Again, I'm not being, meticulous about it. It's just about getting the color on there. It is a metallic, so it'll dry with a pretty sheen. It dries pretty quick. I'm gonna give this one a little press too. It dries pretty quick. And I'm gonna cover the whole thing, which means this little guy has cute little stars on it. I'm not gonna try and be savvy and try not to color the stars so that I can glitter them. I'm just gonna color them anyway because my glitter is gonna go right over the top and cover it right up. All right. I don't think I need to do the whole thing, do I? My hand says, yes, keep going, Stacy. and my YouTube clock, in my inner YouTube clock goes, well, maybe not, but see, I keep talking, and the longer I talk, the more I actually get done. Okay, and then we're so close, you might as well just finish, right? I agree. Thank you very much for understanding my slight neuroses. I love them. This was such a wonderful make and take. Everybody had such a great time, and nobody realized from the pictures that they were actual Christmas ornaments that can be used as an ornament, or on a gift bag, or a tag, or a card. We even made a layout, and we didn't bring the layout up with us, but we made a layout with them too, darling. Okay, See, I talked long enough for me to finish. There we go. Okay, so I've got it all colored. But you've got this piece up here that normally is white. What am I gonna do? Well, I'm gonna grab another Kuretake product, and this one is a Wink of Stella. It is not Luna, it's Stella. And remember when I said Stellas are more white? Well, or I'm sorry, more glittery? Well, this one's a white pen, so it doesn't have any glitter in it at all. Wink of Stella's glitter, Wink of Luna's metallic. Has that same black in there, so what do I have to do? Let's unscrew it. Take the little black piece off. Put it back together again. I've now released the ink. Find the sides that say push and give it some push. And you can see the white is in there, but I'm not filling up that entire chamber. Now, what happens if I push too much? Well, it's gonna eventually leak right out. You keep thinking you need more and more and more when you don't. Let's let it gravity feed on down. All right, well, while that's gravity feeding, I'll lean that up, put that in there. While that's gravity feeding, I'm gonna start working with the glitter. Now, the glitter is from Tonic, and I'm gonna tilt that up just a little bit. I feel myself leaning forward. The glitter is from Tonic, and it's called Nuvo glitter. And what's kind of funny is that it's a really big bottle. Usually, the American companies give you big bottles, big portions, and Europeans, they're a little more dainty, and this is a big bottle of glitter. It is not a microfine glitter, but it is more like an ultrafine, which makes it perfect for what we're doing. There's a couple different ways that I want to show you to use it. The easiest way is to just grab a card. I just grabbed a card base, and I've got my little ornament here. Now I'm going to use their Nuvo two-way glue pin. Super easy to use. They have it in two widths, but their Nuvo glue pin. It's a two-way glue pin. And for those of you who have Zig Kuretake glue pins, it's very much the same. You've got like a chisel edge on one side, and you are going to press it down to get the glue started. What I like about their glue pin is that it stays tacky for about 20 minutes, meaning you don't have to rush to come back to glitter. I can put all my glue on all of my stars and then get ready to glitter them. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take my glue pen, put a little bit of glue on it, and do my stars. Now eventually that glue that looks very white, I don't know if you can see it, looks very, very white, is going to turn to clear. You don't have to wait for it to turn to clear. You can put your glitter on right now. I recommend just doing the ones, the stars or the Christmas ornaments or the trees, the cute little pieces on the trees. Doing them by color. So I would add a little bit of my glue pin if I wanted to use gold. Okay, so let's add some gold. I've got my bottle of Nuvo glitter. I'm going to tell you again, it's got the cutest little top though, isn't it darling? I'm going to tell you again, it's a big bottle. They're very inexpensive. They're $6.99 a bottle, and then of course they're going to be on a YouTube Yummy. But if you got yourself a little Tupperware, you could easily share this bottle with somebody else. I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to take the back of my tweezers. My fussy tweezers, the ones we sell for $5.50 that everybody loves. I'm going to use the back of my tweezers, and I'm just going to pull out a little bit of glitter with the back of my tweezers. Now, if you were doing this with kids, I'd put that in a little bowl with a little spoon, go to Baskin Robbins, have a couple tastings, keep the little spoons, because you don't want to use big full-size spoons with kids, but you need to have something that they can use. I've got my glitter magnet cloth that's going to take my glitter right off. This is what keeps it from not being messy. and then tap it right off and done. Not sure if you can see, but done. I've got my glitter right there and right there. The nice thing about doing it this way versus using a glitter liner is that this dries so much faster, really so much faster. So then the kids can then just put the excess right back into the bowl you've got or the Tupperware or whatever you're using. And then everybody needs to have a piece of glitter cleanup cloth because all you do is wipe. Wipe, 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 and everything is up. Now this cloth is huge. They're really big. And I've cut it down, I mean, and then it opens up and they're really big. So one cloth, you could cut pieces for everybody who's doing this craft, and then they wipe up right after themselves. But then maybe we want another color. I wonder what would look cute on this. I don't have the silver in front of me, but maybe this will come out a little transparent. It's a beautiful blue, but I bet on the red it might come out a little transparent. So now I'm gonna do this star. And this star. And the glue just comes out very evenly. It's a no fuss, no muss. It's not gonna get in all over because it's in a pin. I'm gonna open up my blue and we're gonna see what happens. You can tell they're brand new. Sometimes the little piece on the top gets stuck on the top and sometimes it stays in there. So let's use the back of my little tweezers. And again, go visit Baskin-Robbins, get yourself an ice cream, have a few samples, and you have got the perfect little glitter spoons. So I've got glitter on that. Take my cleanup cloth, wipe it right off, and no glitter all over the place. Oh, pretty. So I'm just adding, and it dries so quickly. It really does. That's one of the benefits of using the Nuvo glitter. It's not a chunky glitter. It's not a chunky glitter at all, but it's not micro fine either. It's more of an ultra fine, which really gives you the opportunity to use it for a lot of applications. The micro fine needs to be burnished. Remember, you need to make it happy, but this gives you beautiful application without having to do that. Now, let's see if my white pen has gotten white. Oh, it sure has. Okay, so now I've got my white Wink of Stella. It doesn't have glitter in it. What it has is a beautiful white pen. And let's give one more push. Oh, there comes a bubble. See, that's me pushing too much. Now I know it doesn't look like it's doing much. So it kind of looks clear. But as it dries, it's going to dry to a white. It's going to dry to a white. So we're going to give that a second to dry. And the white part is going to start coming up, and it's going to cover over the brown. It's going to cover over the brown. They're so pretty, and it still has a little bit of a sheen to it, but I really want that white look because that's what the top of a stocking looks like, is more white. All right, let's give that a minute or two to kind of set up. So eventually this will look like that. Yay, I promise, really, honest. Gonna take it a minute to dry and it takes a few layers, but when it's done, it's beautiful. Oh yeah, see, it's starting to turn. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see kind of around the edges where it's starting to turn. As it dries, it's going to dry to white. So I'm just gonna set that one aside for a few minutes. Put that one there. So now I've got the one where we used our glitter liner and it's still wet. See, it's still wet. Whereas with the glue pen, we could have gone in and kind of decorated our sides. Let's go up the tree with our glue pen right on top of the Wink of Luna. So I've added the glue just to the sides of the tree on one side. And now, oh, let's just take the green. No, let's take the green. Indecisions, terrible, huh? So I've got the green Nuvo glitter. Pull off that little top piece. Use the back of my tweezers, or if you're putting it into a bowl, just get some small spoons and just kind of dump it all over where that glue is. And you don't have to be quick. The phone rings and you need to go get it. That's okay. The kids need a snack. That's okay. You've got about 20 minutes before the glue dries to where it won't adhere anything. You've got time, which is nice. Tap off. So cute! And much faster than doing it necessarily with a glitter liner. We love the glitter liners, and if you're not dealing with kids and you have the time to let it set aside and dry, then that's an awesome way to go. Take our cleanup cloth, cleanup magnet, wipe it off, our tweezers are back. Gather all of our glitter into the middle of our card base and put it back in. You still have some on your card base? Just take your your cleanup cloth. The cleanup cloth is good with embossing powder, it's good with glitter, anything that's little, small, and granular, and it just picks it right on up. Really, really pretty and easy. So this one I started, and I actually left it in the wood color, and then I was using the glitter to do the ornaments, and all I did was take the pen and just go kind of around the. I wasn't neat about it by any stretch of the imagination. I was just trying to get that glue kind of around it so the kids could do it just like this, because I'm not being neat or organized, just making a little circle around that. There, you can see it around that snowflake, and then pick the color you like. Let's try this one. I haven't seen this one yet. It's pretty, isn't it? Isn't that a gorgeous color? And like I said, if you've got friends, well, you can share this with at least one other friend, that I'm sure of. Unless you really, really like glitter, and then you'll be happy that they gave you beautiful sized bottles. And it's down. So I was doing that, there. I was doing that with this side, adding the pretty glitter everywhere. But this isn't all you can do with the glitter. Let me clean up, move this stuff out of the way. Of course, if you have Stacy tape or Sukwang tape, you can also use the glitter with that. So what is Stacy tape or Sukwang tape? Well, Stacy tape is something that I brought out because I was able to give you a beautiful, beautiful double stick tape for a better price, a longer length, a stronger tape than what we had been using prior. Let me get a piece of paper and some scissors. I'm just gonna cut this up real quick. Doesn't have to be perfect. But I just want to show you, if this was your card and you wanted to have a glitter border around it, you can do that. You're just going to take your Stacy tape, which again is a double stick tape. It tears, so you don't have to cut it. The liner is thicker than the liner that is on a sequin tape, so it's easier. Well, I made a big piece, let's just do a big piece. The liner is easier to pull off to expose the tape. So I've got it down. And then I would pull up the liner to expose my double stick tape. Come on, liner. There we go. Expose my double stick tape. And then you can take whatever glue makes you happy, or whatever glitter makes you happy. And you've now made a glitter border. I take an e.l.f. brush. This is from Target. I know Walmart now has them. It's $1 for a makeup brush. Take a very inexpensive makeup brush, and now you've added a glitter border to something. But what if you wanted to die cut with it? You can do that too with this glitter and my tape, and actually I'm using Simply Defined cardstock as well. This is the 80 pound. I have 80 and 100. Pull that right in. Finish dumping. And then if you're impatient and you don't want to wait, you can just take your cleanup cloth and pick it all up and clean up your mess, just like that. So if I have my wider tape and I wanted to do something really wide, like I wanted to die cut, well, I could do that. I could take my wide tape and I'm just gonna run a little score blade right down like that. Peel it right off. Put it right down. And now I could die cut with it if I wanted to die cut a shape out of it, or if I'm doing a whole background for a card. Peel off the liner to expose the sticky, and then you'll see just how beautiful it can be. My fingers are a little dirty, but that's okay. I'm going to take it straight across the top. Did you see I took it straight across the top, all the way across the top of where my Stacy tape starts. And then I'm just going to let it walk on down and cover my whole sheet. Take my dollar e.l.f. brush, brush it off, and instant presto, I have glitter paper. Which, if you now looked at that and said, oh, I want to die cut, okay, go ahead, you can now die cut. You can die cut before or after you've glittered, not a problem. And it doesn't need to be burnished. You can if you want, but it really doesn't need it. It's not that type of glitter where all of a sudden the color's going to become more because you've burnished it. This is more of an ultra fine glitter. But you can absolutely use it with Stacy tape and die cuts. Pull it all together. Go to Target or Walmart, get yourself a dollar e.l.f. brush, and back into our bottle. And then if I don't want to fiddle by putting this all back in, I can use my cleanup cloth and get rid of all of it on my table. Just that easy. Get all of it off my paper. You need to pull it off, you get the extra glitter off your paper, use your cleanup cloth. You'll know your cleanup cloth stops working when it stops working. And then you just go over and cut yourself another whack of it and keep going. but they last for a really long time. And this one is folded, so I can then pull off a couple layers of it and cut those layers off, and I've got new clean layers underneath ready to use and ready to go. So the stuff is beautiful. The glitter is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, here's a cap. I don't know if it's the right cap, but it's a cap. 16 colors of the Nuvo glitter, and $6.99. They'll be on sale. But really, when you use them in conjunction with the ornaments or just about anything, and their two-way glue pin, and again, if you've got a zig two-way glue pin, you absolutely can use that. It's not a problem, without doubt. But I believe this one's a little bit less money, and it's made by the same company, Tonic, that makes the Nuvo glitter. It's called their Nuvo glue pen, and I really like it. It was really easy to use, and I'm not sure how long the zigs will stay tacky. This one, the Nuvo, I know will stay tacky for 20 minutes. You can take your cute little Kuretake pen and go in there and start coloring to get your color onto your ornaments. This is a wreath, so I'm gonna do all of it in green, but I could come in and do my bow in red and just color easy peasy. If I didn't want to use glitter, I could use bling. If you've got self-adhesive bling, you can use bling to get these things embellished so they're darling. Think about what you've got. But the Lunas are an absolute must for the quickest and easiest way to color. The glitter liners are, if you are patient and have time to wait, they're fabulous. And the Nuvo glitter with the Nuvo pen is when you're not as patient. That's me. And you want to do it now, and you don't want to wait for everything to dry, because really they do dry very quickly and give a very beautiful finish. It's not really thick glitter, but it's not really thin glitter. It's a happy medium in between the two. And there's 16 colors, so it's not 48 colors for you to choose from, which is kind of nice. Easy to do. Now I've got tons of samples. I mean, lots of samples. Let me show you some of the product first. Gosh, isn't that pretty? Don't you just want to do something with that? I better not throw it away, because I think the girls will kill me. I do, I think they'll kill me. And it doesn't come off. It's wonderful, but that has something to do with my tape too. And you don't want to forget your cleanup cloth. But for kids, you just put out some butcher block. I glued oh, it's taped down. Make your lines, give them some butcher block, give them a couple of the Wink of Lunas to play with, and let them have at it. Let them go have a great time. And then with the Nuvo glue pen, a little bit of glitter, a little spoon, and as long as you've got that butcher paper down and everybody's got a cleanup cloth, they can clean up right after themselves. Easy to do. All right, so let me show you some of the product. I'm gonna show you, so we do have the ornaments, and there's the Christmas tree, and this one is the gingerbread man, and the wreath that I was playing with, and the stocking I was playing with, and snowflake. Oh, I got 2 gingerbread men. And then the tree. So, oh, the tree's in there. So there's 6 of those. We've got cute little bows. You're gonna see these bows on a lot of the samples, which is why I'm showing them to you. They're just cute little tiny glitter bows, and they're really darling. You're going to see canvas bags in the samples that I'm going to show you. So the canvas bags are really nice, all of it from DoCrafts. And then we've got the Wink of Lunas from Kuretake. And like I said, they come in 9 colors. There is an I Want It All, and they do last quite a long time. It really does not take a lot of ink to cover up stuff. So they really do last quite a long time. All of the pens I was using today were used in our make and take, where we had about 60, 70 people come through, and all the pens still have plenty of ink left in them. You've got the Nuvo glue pins in 2 sizes. This has got a really big chisel tip, which is kind of nice when you're doing bigger projects, because you could even take that really big chisel tip and use it as a border to add your glitter if you don't have the Stacy tape. So the chisel's really nice. I think the smaller one is $3.99 and $5.99 for the larger. Really like them. And then 16 colors of the Nuvo glitter. And they're just beautiful. I think I have 14 of the colors out now. They're still unpacking the rest of them. The red and the blue and the brown. And oh my gosh, is that not just yummy? Holy smokes. And look at the 2 difference. What are they calling this one? Well, I can't read it because of course I don't have glasses. So my husband would have to hold it all the way. Oh, is this glitter gold? And what's this one? Glitter light gold. Okay, well the glitter gold, this one's got beautiful red iridescence in it, while this is a straight gold. They're magnificent. And I've got a chocolate. So this is just some of the colors that are available. We have them all. They're here. They're in stock because they shipped them to me next day air. But let's get to samples. I think we'll start with the bags. So this was the actual make and take. Everybody made a cute ornament. They glittered it, and then they put it on a cute little bag. And we just taped it down on the backside with Stacy tape to the bag. So you could put little candies in here or a gift card in here. What a cute way. So there's one bag. Here's the ornament in the purples and golds. Here's the Christmas tree. Wouldn't these make nice, oh see they're all dry and white. Wouldn't these make nice little table decorations or place cards? And little take-home favors, and so fast. It was one of the easiest make and takes we've ever done. So pretty. So here they are on the cute little burlap bag from DoCrafts. And yes, they'll all be on a YouTube Yummy. The burlap bags, the little bows, remember I told you the little bows? They're just the perfect size and add the perfect touch. So there are the bags. Let's look at the 2 tags that we've got. So we did them and we made tags out of them. And then people can take it off the tag and keep it as an ornament. They can take it off the bag because we didn't glue it down, we taped it down, and they can keep them as an ornament. They can add it to their collection. They can add it to a cute little Christmas tree. Then I have got oodles of cards. Everybody had fun with the cards. So there's the wreath with just a little bit of glitter. Just a little bit of glitter around the holly berries. And I showed this one off a little earlier in the other YouTube. This is the tree done with the Wink of Stella white and then the beautiful colors of glitter around it. This one was also done with Wink of Stella white. Took a couple coats. I'm not going to tell you it doesn't. You're going to have to put more than 1 coat on it to get it to be that white, but it will come out that white. Look at how cute. It's got the little tips of the trees done in white. Darling, aren't they? Our little stocking. I wouldn't be surprised if Sharon made this because purple's her favorite color. Our gingerbread man, and again, look at the bow. It's perfect. And then just go to your notions cabinet and grab some buttons. Really darling. And then you can take them off and they can be kept as ornaments. This one's just pretty. Just pretty, the ornament. And then we have the snowflake, all glittered out, done with the silver Wink of Luna, and then silver glitter. And then I love him. He's probably one of my most favorite because I was very skeptical about how the gingerbread man would come out, but they colored him with the gold Wink of Luna, and he's just perfect. This is probably one of my most favorites. And then a little bit of glitter. A little bit of glitter just to add. And then here they used Reflections paper in the back. See that mirror? That's my Reflections paper in the back of the stocking. Yummy! Love, love, love. And then a couple Christmas ornaments where they made them true ornaments, which means not only did they do the front, they did the back. You can do both sides. Who wouldn't love to have that hanging from their tree? Front and back. Here's another snowflake. No time to do the back, sorry. And here's an ornament. As true ornaments, where you can just hang them right on your tree. Wouldn't this be nice to come home from your kids' class for you? I just loved it when my kids would bring me things home from their classroom. Now, now they're in 8th and 9th grade and not so much. Super cute. So we used Wink of Luna, we played with Stacy tape, we played with Nuvo glitter, we played with a white Wink of Stella's, we played with glitter pins from Viva Decor, we played with the glue pen, the Nuvo glue pen, and we played with the Christmas ornaments by DoCrafts. So fun to do and so easy. All right, so I'm gonna tilt up and I'm gonna say, where are you gonna get all this great product? Easy, it's all in stock, wahoo, and you're gonna get it at scrapbookingmadesimple.com. That's scrapbookingmadesimple.com. I hope you have enjoyed it. I know I talk a lot, but that's me. And I really do think that this is a really festive way to get everybody in your family involved in crafting, even if they've never crafted before, because it really is no fuss, no muss. And no matter what you do, it's going to be beautiful. All right, it's me, Stacy. I'll see you next time. Bye.